Hi there, students. Feint and faint. The pronunciation is the same. Both words can be a verb, a noun, and an adjective. Okay, I'm going to start with the one spelled with an E, because it's a little more unusual. A feint is a movement made to confuse an enemy. He feinted left and then he moved right. For example, a footballer, maybe he's got somebody in front of him and he feints left and this person thinks he's going left and moves left, and then the other one goes in the other opposite direction. That is a feint. He feinted left. He made a movement to the left and then went to the right. Or, for example, in a battle, an army can make a feint, make a small attack in one direction to make the enemy think this is the direction of the main attack. Yeah, it's a misdirection, a dummy attack. You can also use feint to mean a pretend stratagem, to give your enemy the idea that you're using one stratagem and in fact you use another. Yeah, so a feint, to pretend to go in one direction and to confuse your opponent. Feint can, with an E, can also be used to as a noun describing writing paper that has feint with an A lines printed on it, so that you have these as a guide when you're writing. Yeah, next time you go into the printers, have a look. Okay, let's see. Now let's look at it with to feint with an A. To feint is to lose consciousness with an A due to insufficient oxygen supply to your brain. To pass out, to black out. Yeah, he fainted because of the extreme heat. Or even metaphorically, I fainted when I saw the bill. I was deeply shocked. Yeah? So to faint, to pass out, to lose consciousness. Very often they use this as to faint as hyperbole. Don't faint when I tell you what happened in the exam, but I passed. Okay? So don't be incredibly surprised as well. But the literal meaning is to pass out. You could also feel faint, to feel weak and dizzy. I hadn't eaten for 12 hours and was feeling faint. He feels faint when at the sight of blood. Ooh. Okay. As an adjective, faint most oftenly means, with an A, most oftenly means something that's very slight, only just perceptible, something you can notice, but it's very feeble, very timid, very dim. If it were weaker, you wouldn't notice it. There was a faint light in the distance. There's a faint smell of something unpleasant in here. That's a faint improvement. There was a faint impression of a thumbprint on the wall. Very slight, very little. Yeah, just a tiny bit. You can also use faint meaning without strength, without conviction or courage, timid. He is very faint at heart. He's not brave. Faint praise was given to my new book. Not very good praise, so that's the criticism of faint praise. Don't be faint-hearted. Don't be weak-hearted. Yeah, so weak. So, with an E, a dummy movement to confuse an opponent. A feint to the left, a feint to the centre. He feinted left. Also with an E, lined paper for writing, but with very faint, with an A, lines written on it. To faint with an A, to black out, to pass out. I fainted because I felt really ill. Or we can use this metaphorically. I fainted when I saw her because she was so beautiful. And then faint as an adjective meaning weak, slight, not strong. A faint impression, a faint with an A, with an E. So a very slight movement, a very slight dummy movement. Notice as well this phrase, I haven't the faintest. I haven't the faintest idea. I haven't the foggiest. I don't know. I have no information about it at all. So let's see. Both verbs with A and E are regular. He fainted to the left. He has fainted to the left several times before. And I fainted due to the heat. I have fainted like this before. Now, next question, formality. I would say with an E to faint left, this is maybe 6.5, maybe even 7 in formality. It sounds a little bit literary. I think I might say a dummy movement, or just a dummy something. And let's see, to faint, 6 point, to pass out, to lose consciousness, 6.5 in formality. I would say to pass out more informally, to black out more informally. And then faint as in slight, not strong. This is a 5 in formality. This is flexible. You can use it anywhere. Although notice this phrase, I haven't the faintest, this is very informal. So what about the origins of this? Well, the dummy feint comes from the French verb feindre, meaning to pretend or to feign. And the one with an A, I think, comes from the same origin, but from Latin as well, fingere, to touch, to handle. So the origins, maybe they are quite faint with an A. Okay, so to make a feint to the left, a feint move, to pretend to do one thing but actually to do another. Feint, the lined paper. To faint with an A, to lose consciousness. To faint with an A, weak, slight, not strong. So there you go. Faint heart with an A, never won fair maid. Okay, so I hope you now know all about the word feint. At least I've given you a faint idea of what it might mean. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Feint.